Once again, Vancouver beats the Florida Panthers, and this one definitely hurts. This one hurts because we actually had a legitimate shot of beating the Canucks at home, literally at home against the Canucks, if it wasn't for a couple of things. One, our offense inability to score, especially late in the game. And number two, the dirtbag thing that happened. And what is rules? What are the rules? It's I don't know, man. I'm trying to say things like, oh, it's still early in the season and whatnot. But this hurts. This definitely hurts. There's no other way to put it. This one hurts. And it's only game 6. I feel like this is the game where we could have won, but it just didn't happen. So it's Sergei Bobrovsky. I thought he was absolutely amazing. I thought Bobrovsky was absolutely terrific tonight. Go up against Kevin Lankinen. So in the first period, it starts off with a shot on target from Tyler Myers, which that was saved by Bobrovsky. We there was some hits in between. There was some couple of pushing and shovings, and then eventually there would be a situation where did the puck go through the red line to the back of the net, where the puck is on top of the white. Well, initially they ruled that it wasn't. It was that amazing save by Bobrovsky with his right pad, and then soon after there would be a penalty on Nate Schmidt for a hooking. And then they took a look at that replay, and yeah, that puck did look like it went over the line. The referees went to the replay system. They took a look at that puck. Where is the puck? And I'm like, yeah, it went over. And then of course, the rule is that when the puck goes over the red line, that would be a goal. So that's how Vancouver would lead this game 1-0. He is assisted by dirtbag Jake DeBrusk with his 3 assists of the postseason of the season, and Kiefer Sherwood, that's his first assist of the season off the backhand, which I feel is more like a wraparound than a backhand. But either way, off the backhand is Teddy Bluger with his second goal of the season. By the way, to Canucks fans watching this, I know you are. This is not the target on DeBrusk. We just have history with DeBrusk with his time with the Boston Bruins. That's all. That's why I'm calling him a dirtbag, because of history with the Boston Bruins and the Florida Panthers. That's all. Anyway, 11 seconds later, Florida immediately responds. He is assisted by Gustav Forsling. That's his second assist. And first career NHL point, Mackie Samoskevich, with his first assist of the season and first NHL point. So congrats to Mackie with his first ever point in the NHL, in his NHL career. I feel like he would have had 1 or 2 last season if it wasn't for the fact that he kept tremendously getting robbed. But he finally gets a point of the season, so congratulations to him. Off the wrist shot is Jesper Boquist with his first goal of the season, and we tied it up immediately. So that was amazing. That was amazing to see. A little bit after that, actually much later after that, Verhaeghe would get called for a slashing against Vincent Descharnais. If I butchered, I apologize. Vancouver goes on the power play. Quinn Hughes with the backhand that was saved by Bobrovsky, and after that penalty is killed off. Descharnais with Descharnais. You know what I'm trying to say. He tries to shoot one, but that was saved by Bobrovsky. Quinn Hughes with that last attempt there, that was also saved by Bobrovsky. Bobrovsky doing everything he possibly can to keep it within this game. And we go to the second period, tied 1-1. So in the second period, Evan Rodriguez could have had this goal in too. It was literally the same thing, right? It's literally the same thing what Bluger had, but this didn't. But this one, I don't know. I don't know if the puck went over the line. Panthers fans looked at it on the replay saying that it was, but where I'm looking at, I don't think it was. So it was just. I agree where it's not enough to overturn it, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. These refs were just kind of wonky. Not because of that particular ruling, but because of the upcoming ones and the fact that Florida Panthers players keep getting hit, interfered, especially in the second period. They're not calling a freaking thing. They're not calling anything for the Florida Panthers until very late. It's becoming an incredibly frustrating game for the Florida Panthers. There's no ruling. These refs don't know the rules of the games. And speaking of ruling, we have a goal. He is assisted by Niles Ahmed. That's his first assist of the season. And Danton Heinen. That's his second assist. Off the slap shot is Quinn Hughes. His first goal of the season. There would be a challenge by the Florida Panthers replay team for a missed stoppage. For a stoppage play. Right? So what they were looking at in this replay was a face-off situation from the spot, right? And what we were looking at is when the referee throws the puck down to the ice, right? There would be a situation where the puck hits the glove right here, which the puck never ever hit the ice before it hits the hands. It just didn't do it. The puck went on the ice after the hand was touching the puck during the face-off, and for some reason, it was not enough for a hand pass. And the referee said the goal stands with no explanation on the ice. No freaking explanation on the ice. I feel like if he explained it on the ice, then I would have been fine with it. If he just had an explanation, then it would have been fine. But he just says the goal stands, good goal. Florida penalty for delay of game, that's what happened. But these referees did not know the rule. They just didn't know the rule, because if they knew the rule, they would have explained what happened. But they didn't. It wasn't until a little bit later on. This is what Jameson Olive said on the tweet. NHL explanation. Video review determined the puck deflected off Niles Ahmed's glove during the face-off, and therefore it does not constitute a hand pass. The decision was made in accordance with Rule 79.1. The puck deflected off Ahmed's glove during the face-off. Deflected. But there were times where there was deflected off. It doesn't have to be like a forward thing, but there were times where that was called a hand pass. So again, what is a hand pass? Well, let's read. I have the rule book right here. Rule 79, hand pass. This is what they said, right? NHL, according to the rules of 79.1. Is that what they're saying? So let's read it. Hand pass. A player shall be permitted to stop or bat a puck in the air with his open hand, or push it along the ice with his hand, and the play shall not be stopped unless, in the opinion of the this is the key, opinion of the on-ice officials, has to be directed the puck to a teammate or has allowed his team to gain an advantage and subsequently possession the control of the puck, which obtained by a player of the offending team, either directly or deflected off any player or officials for violations of closing his hand, which is totally different. But either directly or deflected off any player or official. However, this was also deflected. What are you talking about? What is the ruling here? You can't say the decision was made in accordance to Rule 79.1, because if you're saying this was deflected off, and that's what the rule is saying, either possession, control the possession by offending either directly or deflecting. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand the explanation. If you're following accordance of the rule, by rule, that could have been a hand pass. I've seen it. I think it's ridiculous that it's called. Not because I'm rooting for the team, but there's no consistency. These referees don't know the rules, and we're paying the price for it. The goal obviously stood, because why not? There's always that South Florida hatred. We're down a man now, so Balinskis has to go to the box. Thankfully, the power play is killed off. And then there will be some fights happen with Balinskis and Teddy Bluger. Both of them went down the ice. 5 minutes of fighting penalties. So then, Bobrovsky now trying to, save the game. DeBrusk, Quinn Hughes. All for a while, the Florida Panthers are now trying to get this goal in. However, Reinhart, and I didn't even go over this, Reinhart got absolutely blasted by DeBrusk in the first period. He wouldn't come back until later in the second period. You see why I see why he's one of my shit lists. However, there was a scenario where Verhaeghe was getting hit. Was it Verhaeghe? Yeah. Verhaeghe getting hit, no call. That was clearly an interference. But they won't call it. They just won't call it. So then there will be another hit on Los Serenen, and finally, the referee finally called something to Philip Hronek for a cross check. Florida goes on the power play, and they would score on this power play. He is assisted by Sam Reinhart. That's his 5th assist of the season. And Verhaeghe's 2nd assist of the season. Snapshot, I mean, wow, what a run by Anton Lundell. Lundell is on fire. Ever since he stepped steps in for Barkov, he has been on fire. He steps up. He has been absolutely a score contributor since he has taken over for Barkov. Now, this is why we pay him money, because Lundell, we see his talent. He got the experience from the playoffs, especially in the Stanley Cup Finals. He's getting the experience, and he got us another power play goal. Absolutely amazing stuff by Anton Lundell. One more shot on target for Brock Baser. That was saved by Bobrovsky, and then we go to the third period, tied 2-2. Third period, the only thing I could say is a goaltending battle. No one scored in the third period, other than the fact that Kevin Lankinen saving the game for Vancouver. But then you have Bobrovsky saving the game for Florida. Bobrovsky is saving pucks that should have went to the back of the net. Either an amazing save, which he always does. That's why he has such a reputation, one of the best goaltenders in the league. Or unlucky situations from both sides, especially in Vancouver's, that the puck keeps hitting the post and the crossbar. It just would not go to the back of the net. However, in the process of Bobrovsky saving the pucks, and so is Lankinen, Florida should have scored. They also have opportunities to score up to the back of the net. They just couldn't do it. There was no final execution at all. Reinhart couldn't do it. Schmidt nearly had it. Los Serenen, Ed Rodriguez, they were all trying their very best. But on the other side, DeBrusk, Connor Garland was trying to shoot one there. Brock Boser. Sam Bennett is trying to get one. Then the point is nobody could score in this period, and there was no penalties in the third period alone. And with that, first time of the season, Game 6, we go to overtime. So there would be a shot by JT Miller that was saved by Bobrovsky. We got the puck opportunity, and then Jake DeBrusk, 1 minute 50 into the overtime, he did a stupid thing, and this is, oh gosh, I can't stand him. He had the puck, shoots it, and then runs over Bobrovsky, made contact with him, seemingly incidental, and then to me, we live in his head rent free, because he had to leave Boston. He ran away from Boston to go to Vancouver in order to beat the Panthers once or twice, because he couldn't do it in Boston, because why would he? So he had to beat up our goaltender, and Rodriguez, thankfully for Rodriguez, had to step in for Bobrovsky, and that those two beat the crap out of each other. It remained at 3-on-3. However, we had no chance at that. We had no chance at all, because JT Miller ends the game for Vancouver. He is assisted by Baser. That's his second assist of the season, and Quinn Hughes' third assist of the season. Wrist shot goes past Bobrovsky, and that's his second goal of the season, and he wins it for Vancouver, suffering our first overtime loss of the season, only running away with the point in this one. But man, we should have had two. We definitely should have had two. If it wasn't for a hand pass rule that the referees don't even know about, and the fact that we couldn't provide Bobrovsky a goal. We owe it to Bobrovsky, and we just couldn't do it. I don't mean to be salty like this, but this is a type of game where you could have had it, and they didn't. Nothing against Vancouver. I think Vancouver played better for a reason. But oh my God, Panthers, why do we keep giving them first wins of the season? This team was also winless. Ottawa was winless. Granted, that was their first game of the season, but Buffalo was winless too, and they were 0-3. And we gave them the first win. Why do we keep giving teams first wins? Anyway, when we look at the team stats, Vancouver with 33 shots on target, while Florida with 28 shots on target, 41 hits for Vancouver, 35 for Florida. Florida had one more face-off win than Vancouver because we had 31 and they had 30. We had just one power play opportunity. We could have had more, but we only had one. But that's okay because we had that power play goal from Anton Lundell's. Vancouver with 2 power play opportunities. They only got 1 shot on target, so they got no score on this one. But even then, that's still not enough. 10 block shots for Florida, 18 block shots for Vancouver. They have 2 takeaways. We got 0. We have 7 giveaways. They have 15. And stars of the game, JT Miller with 1 star. 2 stars, they gave it to Kevin Lankinen, their goaltender. And 3 stars, they give it to Bobrovsky, despite giving up a winner to JT Miller. This is frustrating. I'm not necessarily, raging. Not yet, at least. But man, this is one of those games where you have to win this one. It's so unnecessary to give up a goal like that. It just isn't. And the offense failed Bobrovsky. Let's be real. They failed Bobrovsky. He should have gotten a dub, and we didn't give it to him. I don't know, man. This loss sucked. I know it's an overtime loss, and I know it's only Game 6, but this loss sucked. I'm one of those people, I'm 50-50 with this. One hand, it's still early. On the other hand, I stand by what I said. We have to win this game. And my question is, what the hell's a hand pass? I read the rule book. The NHL didn't even have a conclusive answer. They said it was deflected off the glove, but yet the rule book says it directly or deflected. What the hell is a hand pass? I don't know. Either way, let's move on. We got Vancouver on Saturday at 6 o'clock. Or Vancouver. We already played Vancouver. Vegas. Oh, great. Vegas. Hello, Vegas. Yeah, I didn't miss you. We got Vegas on Saturday night, 6 o'clock p.m. at Aaron Bank Arena. So let's hope we can rebound. And let's hope Matthew Tkachuk will come back soon. Barkov will hopefully comes back soon, and we go on this run and hopefully win some games this time, right? So anyway, that's going to do it for this one. If you like this video and for some reason like the game, hit the like button and subscribe for more content, because Miami TVG has your back, and what he does, he'll be right there with the entertainment you deserve. This is Miami TVG signing off, folks. Good night.